Hello everyone, welcome to This Week in Comics. I am Sid from Comic Connections and I'm here with Pete from Puritans Radio. Check out the Sunday Night Geek nearly every Sunday on Puritans Radio.
Just not this Sunday.
Not this Sunday.
But the one after.
Why are we
definitely.
busy? Why are we busy?
Something's going on.
Okay, cool. We are looking at comics that come out this week, which is...
The 26th of September, 2018.
So this is the final week of September deliveries for the whole comics thing.
I'll start.
Yes.
Do you know what DC like more than the number 52?
A crisis.
The word crisis. Heroes in Crisis, issue 1 by superstar writer Tom King.
You had to check his name.
No, but I was wondering if there was someone significant who drew it.
Clay Mann. Yeah.
I'd forgotten.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's brother.
Yeah,
he gets it.
Nice.
So,
Like that.
yeah, thanks.
But yeah, DC are going grim and gritty yet again for this latest crisis. Sid's got a beautiful variant cover of it.
We have the 1 in 50 cover here. That means we have to order 50 copies in order to get one. We're going to be raffling this in store. So £1 gets you a raffle ticket, and we will do the draw on this like a month when issue 2 comes out. Don't draw. We're not going to draw on the comic, no. But
Terrible
so if you
idea.
want the 1 in 50, the only fair way we can do it, rather than selling it to someone, we're going to raffle it. Raffle it for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there has been a lot of news that there's going to be not just one but several fatalities in this title, and already in issue 1 it appears there's been a few.
Yeah.
Some minor characters and some not so minor.
So no spoilers, but it's good though, right? I mean, we've both already read it.
Yeah.
The first thing I did this morning before I did any delivery, that's why it took me a bit longer than normal. Tom King's killing it on Batman and Mr. Miracle. This seems to be one of those crossovers where it's not a crazy crossover. There's not loads of 50 different miniseries tying into it. It is a core, now a 9-issue series.
9
It was
issues.
7, but the 2 tie-ins they've just incorporated because it'll sell better. This is absolutely our pick of the week. We swear by this one. I think even if you haven't tried DC for a while, if you remember 2004's Identity Crisis, this feels very similar to that to me. It's a great jumping on point for all Batman, DC, Harlequin, Marvel, anyone. If you haven't read DC for a while, try it. If you do read DC, you'll love it.
Yeah. Get it read.
So about 180 degrees different from the last book we looked at is Man-Eaters issue 1, written by Chelsea Kane, who she's kind of lighting up Twitter a bit in the last few weeks.
Is it a Hall and Oates biography?
It is not a Hall and Oates biography, and I don't quite get the reference.
They did a song called Man-Eater, as did Nelly Furtado.
Okay.
Is it about her?
It's not about
No.
Nelly Furtado either. So Chelsea Kane, she was supposed to be writing the Vision revival series, following on from the Tom King Vision series, but they cancelled that without a single issue being released after 4 issues were already completed, and we had no idea why. So she's going on a bit of a crusade on Twitter at the minute, and fair play to her. This is her book through Image, so it's a create-your-own title. It's very different to the kind of stuff we normally carry, but it looks super interesting. The idea of this is that cats infect people with a disease, an infection called toxoplasmosis. Is that right? Something like that.
You're the cat expert.
There you go, which is a real thing. You can look that up.
What cat experts?
Yeah, you can look up cat experts. And in this particular series, what that disease does is it can turn menstruating females feral and sort of cat-like. So yeah, very different to the kind of thing that I normally read, but I've had a flick through it and it does look jolly good fun. Pete, are you going to give this one a look?
No, but I like the cover. Looks like it's foil, but isn't.
There you go.
There's my
Foil
my
or tinsel?
tip from the top. Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
90s.
Bit of
90s
glitter.
foil
Yeah,
aesthetic.
bit of glitter would be nice,
Yeah,
though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be nice. But it get everywhere.
It
Ruin
would.
all your other
Does get everywhere.
My next pick is the much delayed and eagerly anticipated Justice League Odyssey issue 1.
What's that, 3-4 months late from its
It's-
original launch?
Yeah, it's quite late. Quite late. I thought it was drawn by Francis Manapul at first, but it isn't. It's just someone that looks like his art, which is always good because Manapul is excellent. But yeah, this is carrying on from No Justice, which we spoke about the trade paperback last week. This is more the space aspect of the Justice League. So there's a space-based team. Easy for me to say. Featuring the likes of Starfire, Cyborg, the Jessica Cruz version of Green Lantern, Azrael with a new look.
Great.
I've seen that before.
With bat ears.
Yeah, bat ears. And Darkseid.
What?
Hey?
Yeah.
Weird. But yeah, this has been much anticipated, as I say. So if you've been waiting for this one to come out, now is your chance to grab issue 1. I'm sure it's going to sell out very quickly. So get it on your standing order today.
So that's 3 Justice League books at the same time. Do you think that's too many?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, as Pete's just going hardcore DC, I guess that's up to me to represent with Spider-Geddon issue 0. Now, if you're out there thinking, hang on, I haven't had Edge of Spider-Geddon 4, the prelude to Spider-Geddon, don't worry, because that's also in this week, which probably means we'll have Spider-Geddon next week.
Oh.
They just all come in at once. Well done, Marvel. Love it. So there was 7 Spider-Man books shipped this week, but that's largely because we didn't get Amazing Spider-Man Annual last week. So it should be 6. So that's all right then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so if you did the Spider-Verse story, you know what to expect with this. It's almost Spider-Verse 2. It's a revival of that theme. Spider-Mans from lots of different parallel universes coming together to team up to fight a big bad. If that sounds like your kind of thing, then I heartily recommend Spider-Geddon. Of course, this is getting a bit of attention. You might like this because it features the first comic appearance of the Sony video game Spider-Man.
Good game that. Platinum that.
Platinum?
Platinumed it.
Oh, you
Platinum
platinumed
trophy,
it.
Yeah.
Right, so that's not
Hero.
indicative of its sales, which I'm sure are very high.
Yeah, it's the biggest selling Sony exclusive ever.
There you go. So,
Fact.
quite a big deal. And if you want to follow the adventures of that Spider-Man in comics,
He's in there.
he's in this.
Love it.
So, we're going multimedia, Pete. That's what we're doing on this
Always.
show right here.
Pop culture enthusiasts we are.
Brilliant. Love it.
My next pick is a little bit of a blast from the past.
Nice.
It's Punisher. Marvel Knights, The Punisher, by Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon.
So, it's the Preacher team united again for Punisher. Back to basics Punisher. None of this demon gun, heaven, Avenger stuff.
This came out, 20 years ago?
19.
Technicalities. But 20 years ago, minus a bit, this came out and it took the world by storm, didn't it?
It did. I largely credit the Marvel Knights movement and everything Joe Quesada did with saving Marvel from bankruptcy. That's right, Marvel were Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This guy came in. This was so successful, they made him editor-in-chief of Marvel, and now look at them.
Yeah, they're doing all right.
They're doing very well.
Not
And
doing so bad.
he still is producer on the movies as well. So.
Yeah, so we're getting, these are the True Believers titles, which are £1
£1 each.
£1 each. And I do believe there's several Marvel Knights.
Yep, there's
ones coming
at least
out.
12 or 13 of them for
12
this
or
month.
13.
And every month they pick a theme, and you can pick up some excellent old school comics for just £1.
Bargain.
Yep.
Get them bought.
So, new in this week from Dark Horse is the hotly anticipated Stranger Things issue 1.
I got that upside down.
Yes, I have.
Yes,
Yes, I have.
like it.
So, this follows the adventures of Will while he's stuck in the upside down. So, presumably, it's just 4 issues of a kid crying, rocking back and forth, and
Not gonna be
peeing
fun, is it?
himself. No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem fun.
In this one.
But if you feel that's a gap in the Stranger Things storytelling universe that you need filled, this is a book for it. We've invested very heavily into this, Pete. This is our
I have.
well, us as a store,
Ooh, I thought
not
I'd
you
have
individually.
to pay you some money then.
No money, no money. So this is one of the few books that we've ordered 100 copies for.
Wow,
How about that?
That's impressive.
Not very often we do 100 of a book, especially not a Dark Horse book. But Stranger Things, we went all in. 4 covers on this, so that helped. So 25 each.
Yeah.
That's just math. Stranger Things.
So you might have forgotten that this title's coming out, but it is still coming out. Doomsday Clock, issue 7. So we're just over the halfway point. It's been not delayed because they did say it was going to be going every couple of months, didn't they?
Yep.
But it does seem like forever since we've had a copy of Doomsday Clock, and that's because it's really good and you should be reading it. So absence does make the heart grow fonder.
Absolutely, and it's a testament to some of the great stuff that Marvel and DC are putting out at the minute that this is way down our ranking system this week.
Wow.
You know, like Heroes in Crisis,
High end.
Doomsday Clock. We're talking about it quite late in the video.
Yeah, we are actually. That normally
Normally it's the first thing we
but I
mention.
know a lot of you will be buying this. We don't really need to sell this to you. If you've read the first 6, you'll be getting issue 7. If you didn't, that'd be weird.
Yeah, and if you haven't, we've still got the first 6 in because we're awesome and a proper comic shop. Save the best till last, Pete. I almost put this in your pull box because
Really?
I thought you'd be well up for it.
Okay.
Star Trek and Transformers.
Huh.
Specifically, a very 80s Transformers, where
Yeah.
they look like the cartoon, and a very, was it 70s or 80s that they did the Star Trek animated
70s,
movie?
I want to say.
So,
Who's
yeah,
this one
it's...
here?
Well, Windblade, you'll remember her. She was popular in the original cartoon. She's a fan favourite,
Oh.
by which they mean IDW and Hasbro created her and put her in everything, and they keep
Right.
telling fans that she's popular. And she is.
It's like Cyborg in the DC universe.
a bit Cyborg. They did it with Drift as well, which was another IDW character. But I fear we're straying from the point. The thing that's interesting about this book is IDW stopping Transformer books soon. Indeed, Lost Light, Optimus Prime, and Unicron all wrap up like next month in October.
Oh.
But we do have some Star Trek Transformer comics to keep you going for those few months before we get the universe back. So it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. It looks like a whole heap of fun. If you want a bit of childhood nostalgia, boom, Star Trek Transformers from IDW, not Boom. Probably time for trade paperbacks then, eh?
I think so, and I'll start with one that I'm getting. Action Comics 1000 Deluxe Edition.
Don't you already have that?
I have the original print of it, but this is a hardcover and therefore fancy and it'll look nice on my shelf. But it also features a brand new story by Neil Adams and Paul Levitz.
Brilliant. So if you have been watching our video for a while, you'll probably remember in April we went very heavily into this book.
April, that's flown, isn't it?
Yeah, it has gone quick. That's actually, that was our best-selling Superman comic of all time. Probably because we missed out on Death of Superman by a couple of years. But yeah, it's done gangbusters for us. People still come in and ask for issue 1000, and we usually say, yeah, we've got a couple in back issue. But with this, you get the whole comic reprinted, an extra story, and all the variants.
And issue 1 and 2 of Action Comics.
Sweet.
Not the original printings, that would be ridiculous.
That would be crazy.
Just a reprint.
So I always say we should make a big deal about it whenever there's a new Saga trade paperback released. It should be like a national holiday or something. It should be our best-selling graphic novel of all time. It's up there for us, but it's not quite a best-selling yet. It should be. Saga is an absolutely fantastic series, and Volume 9 brings us up to date. This has issues 49 to 54 in it, so that's the end of book 3 because there's 18 issues per book. So Volume 9 is the end of book 3. You're following so far?
I'm with you.
They are now taking a year off.
A year?
So it ends with a couple of really important deaths.
Right.
Some, yeah, heartbreakers. Oof, it'll keep you guessing. And now we have to wait a year. So thanks for that. Brilliant comic creators who create art that we invest in and have an emotional reaction to. It's actually good, really.
Yeah, it's nice to
It'd
have.
be terrible if we didn't.
Yeah.
If you just read every comic and just...
Pie-faced. Nothing. No emotion.
No. It's like reading Star Wars comics. Okay, so thank you for watching as always. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share us on social media, tell other people about us. Remember, all the comics and stuff we look at today, you can buy from any good local comic shop. So please support your local. Thank you for watching. I already said that. What else is there? Walking Dead Day.
Walking Dead Day.
I can see it. The first syllable was on your lips. Walking Dead Day is the 13th of October, so if you're a Walking Dead fan, there's going to be lots of cool shenanigans happening in store, including exclusive blind bag variants of key issues, so look out for that. Other than that, you got any important plans this week, Pete?
No.
Cool. See you next week.
We'll be back, me and Sid, because it takes two to make a thing go right. That's what you meant to say the next line. Don't know it.
It makes two to set shit
Just leave
on
it, just leave it.
fire.
I'll try again next week.
All right. What's the next line?
I was banking on you not knowing.
Have we finished?